Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're talking about alternatives to the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. Now before I get started, I do know that, I think that there are some people within the community that use sort of disparaging, we'll say, remarks about the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. I like to call it like basic or whatever. As someone who self-describes as basic, I wear it with a badge of pride. But I think that the reason it is so basic, I think the reason why so many people do have it and it has become a classic is because it's a great bag and a lot of people like it because it suits many people's lifestyle. I don't want to disparage anyone from buying a Louis Vuitton Neverfull. I was given the opportunity to purchase one at a point early on in my bag collecting career, and I decided to go for something a little bit different, and that was my choice. But I do think that we as collectively should kind of get away from using those kind of words, because I just don't find it to be very kind. And to me, fashion is supposed to be fun, and that kind of takes a little bit of the fun out of it. But I'm going to be talking about how to express negativity for something that's fun in a later video, so please stay tuned for that. I'll have that one coming. But for now, since many of you have requested this, I am going to be discussing alternatives to the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, because seems to be, it's a very popular bag. It seems that some people, myself included, want to see what else is out there that can sort of serve the same function while maybe looking a little bit different. What are you guys currently using as a work bag? Are you using a designer bag? Are you not using a designer bag? Or are you using the actual Neverfull itself? So comment that down below. I'd love to hear some of your responses, and let's get started. We're going to start with a Louis Vuitton bag out of my own collection, and that is the Louis Vuitton Estrela. I believe I have this in the medium size. I purchased this maybe a year and a half ago, and I absolutely love this bag. To me, this is a great alternative to the medium size of the Neverfull. It does have I don't have it stuffed right now, so that's why it's kind of like schlumpy, and you guys know I'm not a particular fan of that. But I think of this bag as a bit better than the Neverfull for a couple of reasons. Number one, we have a zip closure in the top. It keeps your items secure, so let's say like you're driving and you have to brake suddenly, all of your stuff inside of your bag isn't going to just fly out of it. Now that to me is really, really cool. You do have the extra strap that you can potentially use as a crossbody. I don't tend to do it, but it is something that is available. I mean, it kind of goes crossbody on the longest setting for me. I'm 5'8" for reference, but I do think that it's great if you decide you want to go hands-free and you just have this other strap as an option. I also use this strap on some of my other Louis Vuitton bags as well, so that's just a great note about versatility. But the main point that I love about this, besides the zipper, is that the straps are wider than the Neverfull straps, and it disperses the weight of all of your items a little bit better onto your shoulder, so that they don't dig in quite the same way that it has been known for the Neverfull. I think this bag is amazing. I have a review of it that I will leave in the description box down below if you are interested. This is a discontinued bag, and you will have to look to the pre-loved market. I highly, highly, highly recommend it if you're looking for something kind of like a Neverfull. All right, so our next bag we have is the Givenchy Antigona Shopper. I have in the Magnolia Moth print. This is easily the bag that I carry the most in my entire collection. You probably would have seen that in a couple of my last videos. This is my #1 favorite alternative to the Neverfull. To me, I kind of view it as exactly the same bag. I just find it to be a bit more discreet, I guess. The size that I have is the large size, which is the exact same size as the Neverfull GM. Has 2 shoulder handles about the same width as the Louis Vuitton ones. They do look a bit thicker. I'm not sure if you can see that. Probably a little bit more substantial. I don't find that this digs into my shoulder, but I haven't really experienced that as a problem generally. This bag also comes with a zip pouch. My zip pouch actually broke because I used to carry it as a wristlet, and I can recommend not doing that because the little metal tab here that was supposed to connect to this broke off, unfortunately. I do carry this as a clutch sometimes, but I mostly use this to hold my chargers. But it does come with the pouch, and it's black You know, this comes in a variety of different colors. They used to release a new collection every year. That I think they've discontinued. There are several of them out there on the pre-loved market, and I get, once again, I get so many requests for this exact print of the bag. There's also one that I really like called the Baby's Breath that I'll show you right here. It can be difficult to find these sometimes on the pre-loved market, and I do see them come up from time to time. So once again, if any of you are looking for this specific bag, I invite you to please join my email list where I will be posting them every time that I see one. Once again, this is called the Magnolia Moth. If I find one, I can automatically email you when I see one out there on the pre-loved market. So the thing about this bag, and the same is true of the classic Louis Vuitton Neverfull, is the lack of structure. For me, that is a sticking point. I am so into structured bags. I got a purse organizer, and you can find it on Etsy. I just got the exact same one that is designed for the Louis Vuitton Neverfull GM. Mine's from Original Club, and I will have them linked down below in the description box. 100%, if you are looking for a tote like this, I highly recommend getting a purse organizer. I really can't stress this enough. It's so good for your bags, and it also actually keeps your things organized instead of, you know, just in one large mound inside of your bag. So I could not function without one, and I just really want to put it out there that I highly recommend buying a purse organizer. Next, we will be going throughout the entire pre-loved market. So the rest of these will be just bags that I found scouring the internet over the last few years. So the next bag I recommend if you're looking for a shoulder tote in the style of the Neverfull is the Louis Vuitton Chelsea. Now, this comes in damier bend with treated leather. There's a zip top closure, which I really love. I love the damier bend print, and I do love that the strap is adjustable. What I have heard from Jessica from Chic Professor, she used to own this bag. One of the cons of this bag is that the straps kind of curl up over time, which can be annoying, but I've also seen there was a 100th anniversary collection that came with vachetta, and that one didn't have the adjustable straps. It was just fixed into one place. I do like that the straps adjust. I do like that they're a bit longer, and they do appear to be wider, similar to the Estrela that I just showed you a second ago. I like that this is a roomy bag that has pockets on the inside. I just think this is a great tote. It does seem to be a bit more narrow than the Neverfull, so it depends on what exactly it is that you have to carry, but overall I think this is a great pick for a shoulder tote bag. Another one is the Louis Vuitton Luco. This is a monogram canvas bag. I think that they are vintage. What I love about this one a lot is A, the zip top closure, and B, the fact that it has structure. I love structure, you guys know that. Basically, I think this bag, I love that it sits on the shoulder really nicely and easily. There is this one, and then there are two others that are kind of similar, so I'm just going to run over them really quickly. That would be the Louis Vuitton Cabas Mezzo and Cabas Alto. They are kind of similar. I just think that they are not as structured as the Luco that I just put up and showed you a second ago. All three of these I think are pretty similar bags. The one thing I would caution you about the Cabas bags is that the bottom is vachetta, and I don't know whether or not there are feet. Hopefully I can find a picture and show you there. But you generally, I personally would probably want to shy away from having something with vachetta on the bottom, on the base of the bag. But, you know, you really shouldn't be putting your bags on the floor to begin with. Just take that under consideration while you're shopping. My main con with the Luco bag is that it does look to be very narrow. Again, that could be a pro for some, it could be a con for others. It depends on what exactly it is that you have to carry. Generally, when I'm carrying totes like this, it's because I want to hold my laptop. I'm actually right now in the market for a much more narrow bag than the one that I'm currently carrying, because this is humongous. If you're really just looking for a computer bag, then I think the Luco might be a great bet. So next we have the Louis Vuitton Rest Pail. This is a monogram bag that I think is so pretty. Main pro on this bag over the Neverfull is that it has the zip closure. I love that. I absolutely love that. But to me, this bag looks like it doesn't have very much structure. Again, that is a personal preference note. But one con that I do see about it, which gives me a little bit of caution and pause, is that the handles are, you know, designed to go upward. They're kind of stationary, and I just think over time they might like get wonky and like start to bend in the opposite direction. So that is definitely something to consider. I do think that it looks comfortable. The strap is rolled leather, so it's like a bit padded, so it's probably not going to dig in the same way. and I just generally think this is a beautiful bag. So this bag comes in 2 sizes, I believe an MM and a GM if I'm not mistaken, and I just really like it. I think it's a really great concept. This one is also discontinued because they just really aren't trying to do stuff like this anymore, but I really like this and I think that it's definitely one to consider. Next is one that I've had my eye on for a really long time. This is the Azor Kappa Adventure. I don't know why, but I'm crazy about this bag. I don't know. So it has adjustable straps. It has snap buttons on the side to kind of cinch the bag in to make it look a little bit smaller. That's something I don't think I would actually do because I sort of like the way it, you know, it's just like a tote and it kind of wings out a little bit. But I just really have an itch right now for Azor, and I don't know where that's coming from. So that is probably why this one made my list, but overall I do think it is a great bag. This does not have a zip closure. It does have the lobster claw clasp on the top of it, so you have some little bit of security, but just do know that it is very open of a bag. Next one I think is probably a travel piece, but you know, I like a big bag, so. So this one is called the Louis Vuitton Sack Flannery. This is a monogram bag. These are mainly vintage. I've seen them from mainly the early to mid 90s. And it is pretty much what looks like a squished duffel bag with really long shoulder straps. I think this is great if you have like a portfolio or something really large that you carry. Depending on what you have to carry, this might work out for you perfectly. So we do once again have a zippered closure. We have thicker straps, but the main con is that, remember, this is a huge bag. It's a huge, huge bag, and I do think of it as a bit narrow as well. So if you're carrying anything really large but thin, then this is probably the one for you. Next, I have one from my wish list a couple of years ago that I never ended up buying, but this is the Gucci Tian print reversible shopper tote. So this bag is reversible. I'm pretty sure, once again, this is discontinued, or you may be able to find it possibly potentially in an outlet or somewhere, but this bag is reversible. The main reason I didn't buy it is because of the red detail, and I'm just now dipping my toe into the color red, so I'm not ready to get like a red accented bag just yet. I just really think this is it's a well-designed tote bag, and the fact that it's reversible, you're essentially getting 2 bags in one, provided once again that you take care of the interior of your bags. I can't stress this enough. If you get a reversible tote bag, make sure that you have a bag organizer just like the one that I showed you earlier. It will keep the interior of the bag clean, but unfortunately this bag doesn't have any type of closure at all, not even a lobster clasp, so that's not something I particularly love, but I do think that the bag overall is pretty, which is important. So this next one is another one that I absolutely love and I definitely have my eye on once again. This is called the Supreme Bees tote from Gucci. It's currently still available. I'm looking at the small one right now, but I have seen larger ones in the past. So bear that in mind. The small one definitely for me wouldn't suit the purposes that I require, but I know they have made a larger size in the past. So this is a bag with the monogram print with a little bit of an overlay. I tend to really like that with Gucci for some reason. So we have a zipper, we have a top handle, and we have a longer strap. I love the versatility. I love the security of your things. I haven't seen this one in person, so I'm venturing to guess that the structure probably isn't too much, but once again, bag organizer, bag organizer, bag organizer. So this bag does not have a zipper, but it does look like there is a snap button clasp of some sort. There's an interior pocket and a couple interior pockets, as well as another pocket for maybe a card holder or something. So yes, I like the versatility. I like that you can carry it on the top handle or carry it crossbody or on your shoulder. So next we have a Chanel, and these I tend to see for great, great prices. We all know that Chanel can be very, very expensive, and these I've definitely seen under $1,500, sometimes as low as like $1,000. So I don't see Chanel do like coated canvas very often, but this clearly is one of their exceptions. We're talking about the Chanel Paris Biarritz tote. This is a shoulder tote. I mean, this was, you know, the Paris Biarritz was a collection that they did a couple of years ago, but the one I'm speaking of specifically is a shoulder tote that has outside pocket. So this bag has a zippered pocket on the outside, as well as 2 sort of like water bottle pockets on the sides. I think this is great. This would be great as like a gym bag, and it definitely is one that is much more affordable than Chanel bags tend to be. So this is another great one. The shoulder straps are adjustable, and I believe some of them came with an accompanying pouch. So one more new collection Louis Vuitton. This is the Iena in the MM size. This comes in damier ben, and I believe it also comes in a monogram. You can use that for your phone or your wallet or anything like that. It's nice and large and roomy. I have seen that one in person, as well as the zip top closure and, you know, interior zip pockets, etc., etc. This is a great one, and it is still currently available, although canvas pieces can be hard to find. And so also Fendi has done similar bags in the past. They've done a couple of different ones, and I've seen a couple of different styles of bag over the years, but generally speaking, the theme is that it's a bit longer and shorter than most of the other bags on this list. There's a zipper closure, and there's a very, very long shoulder strap. It's usually Fendi Zucca canvas. They've done different colors and like different, you know, designs and everything like that, but it's just a great little tote bag, and I absolutely love it, and I definitely would consider adding one to my collection as well. The last two are two leather bags. So if you're not looking for monogram, if you're not looking for flash, if you're not looking for canvas even, then these last two will be perfect for you. These are both leather bags at severely different price points. First, because I want to include a contemporary designer on my list, I have the Tory Burch Perry Tote. This comes in, I think, like a textured leather, similar to like what I always describe as what I always think of as Prada Saffiano. It's like sort of textured, scratch proof, and everything like that. This one, probably very structured. It looks like there's a lot of pockets and everything on the interior. And this one you can find for probably $300 and less. I think this is a great bag if you want the tote capacity, if you want all the capabilities, you want to carry all your stuff, all your junk with you, but you maybe want to be a bit more understated, and let's face it, save a ton of money in the process. This is definitely a bag I could envision for myself one day. It comes in a variety of colors, and that you can also find these on sale. Next one is the Saint Laurent Shopper Tote. This is like a smooth leather one. Once again, I would opt for a bag organizer because structure is important. But I do think that this is just a really nice, simple tote with clean lines, and I believe this one also comes with a zip pouch as well. So there we have it. That's my rundown of a couple of my favorite Neverfull alternatives. Please let me know what you guys think, if you have any others that you've gotten over the years. And once again, if you're looking for either my bag or any other very specific item, then please opt in to my email list. I'll have that linked down below in the description box, and I can help you find it. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and comment down below what you use for your work bag. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!